And on to the next video, and this is going to be about something that I watch on TV, which is Masterchef. Now, I do watch as many of the Masterchefs as I possibly can that ever get shown in basically this country. Although I do like Masterchef USA or Masterchef America, we don't get that sadly unless we go onto YouTube or whatever and find it, because they don't sadly show it in this country. Well, they do, but not the latest edition at this precise moment. It took them a long while for them to get it over here, basically, and that to be watched. But this week saw the return of my favourite MasterChef, and that is MasterChef Australia. Yep, great. I love a bit of MasterChef Australia, which to me is the best MasterChef in the world. I don't care whether I come from England or whether America's popular, whatever. I think MasterChef in Australia is by far and large the best version of MasterChef you will ever get. I love it, and I absolutely watch it every time it's on all year. And it's never ending. You think it's going to be on for something like 4, 5, 6 weeks, like the English version, because when you watch the English version of MasterChef, it's on for about 6 weeks. So you have your contestants, they do their thing, it's on for about 2 or 3 episodes for a week, and after about 6 weeks, they say, here's our MasterChef champion, he won the series for 2017, as an example. Not in Australia. 6 weeks, and you think to yourself, nah, no. 12 weeks go by, and you think, how long are they gonna? And you get about 18 weeks. You do get a lot of weeks. I swear on it. It started in August, so I'm kind of thinking we're gonna get 12 weeks up until November. So you get something like 16 weeks. And after 16 weeks, they finally say, it's over now. We've now crowned the winner of MasterChef Australia. It's amazing, though, just to think that it goes on that long. It is. But it is the best version, and they've got some of the best chefs that you can possibly imagine in the world who actually do the judging. Although, I feel a bit cheesed off, partly because 2 of them are not even Australian. Imagine that. You have 3 judges and 2 of them are technically English. Only 1 of them is Australian. But you could imagine what it'd be like if they could turn the tables, because technically, if you look at our version of MasterChef, again, we have an Australian judge and an English judge. We have Greg Wallace, but we have John Torode. John Torode being from Australia, so I would like to have seen maybe John Torode could swap places with maybe one of the judges in Australia easily, but I don't mind. I love it. They do have special guest chefs that come onto the show, many of whom I don't know, because they do have a lot of Australian people on there, and they've been voted top chefs of certain things and various things. I don't always know them, but they do allow international chefs to come on the show, and more often than not, you get English ones. Sometimes you might get Nigella Lawson, or you get Pierre White sometimes, and you do get Heston Blumenthal. He's normally on every year, and he brings his weird and wacky chef skills to MasterChef in Australia. But I do love it. I love MasterChef Australia. But I suppose the way they do it, by having it on, but they have it on for a week. And the way they do it is because they have their certain ways of how things are done. Every week somebody will get voted off, but that's at the end of the week. So what you do, on the first day, usually it's about having basically all the contestants there. They do the mystery box. The winner of the mystery box then gets to go into the other round, which is to do with where they have to pick something, an ingredient or something to work with, or whatever it might well be, and they do that basically. Tuesday's episode is normally where it's something about, can't remember. I'm trying to think. My memory's gone blank on the Tuesday episodes, because all the episodes on a Monday and Friday they're the same every week. So on a Monday will always be a mystery box, no matter what. Wednesday's always the immunity challenge, pin challenge thing, where one chef gets to battle it out with a professional chef, and they get to pick from a pantry or something that they can work with, like black or white, or one of the judges' fridges, or whatever it might well be, or it might be between hot and cold, blah 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 blah. So that always happens on a Wednesday, and the winner, basically, if the Masterchef contestant wins that immunity challenge, they get to basically get an immunity pin, which is for about a week. You know, gives them advantages on certain things. Thursday is always going to be a team challenge. They have a team challenge, basically. So if you've got something like 24 contestants in it, then you've got like teams of 12, or it could be less. So you might have teams of 10. And they say that's the first team of 10, that's the second team of 10, and they have challenges. Outside of usually the MasterChef kitchen, the winning team are spared from being in the elimination, the losing team going to the elimination, and then on Friday is the elimination, basically, where somebody will basically be eliminated, will be knocked out of the competition. And then also, apart from that, you also get basically sometimes a masterclass from the judges as well. But I love MasterChef Australia, and I watch that all the time, so I'm quite happy it's back on this week. I'm going to leave it there. I might talk a bit more about other TV programs and things that I like soon, but until then, bye for now.